Kind of kicks up some dust.
Reminds me of my homeboy job.
Elijah Dallas. OC.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to episode 22 of Shootin The Shxt podcast.
What I tell you about this shit?
Shut the fuck up.
What have I told you about this shit?
I don't know. We've been sitting here for a little bit. I'm just, trying to shake off the rust. You ever feel a little rusty sometimes when we just come in here?
Nah, man. I'm always off the hip. Always off the dome.
As you needed a nap in order to get mentally prepared for this.
That's what happens when you get old.
That's why we're sitting out here at dang near 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're still up.
Bro, my sleep alarm's about to go off in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
All right, bro, it's bedtime.
It's your bedtime.
I know, bro.
It's Alex's bedtime, too. You out here. All right, man.
All right, bro.
You're not going to dap us up? Get your hand on the camera? Nah.
Lordy. All right, bro.
Oh, I'm back on the scene.
I want to say, because I got to make sure I go to sleep so I can wake up on time for work, but I ain't been showing up to work on time either.
They about to fire your ass.
They not.
All right.
I be showing up. I can show up anywhere between 6 and 8:30. I be showing up around like 9.
So you have a whole 2.5 hour window and you're still late.
I mean, like,
How that is fucking crazy.
but like, it's not really a
If
problem.
I was you, I'd be up there at 6 a.m. And you get off at what, 2?
Yeah, 2:30. Probably like 2:30.
6 to 2, bro? Come on, man.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like this. If I go,
That's what I would do.
cool. That means I got to wake up at like what 4:30, leave the house around 5:30.
Why? Why?
What do you mean?
You take a shower every morning?
Yes.
Take a shower at night.
Okay, cool. So let's just say I don't do that, right? Let's say I do that, and I wake up at I still got to wake up at like 4:45, 5.
Why?
What do you mean?
If you got to be to work at 6 o'clock.
Yes, I leave my house around 5:30.
Okay. So you wake up at what time?
I'd have to wake up at 4:45, 5. I'm not one of those people that just like wakes up and jumps out of the bed talk about good morning to the world. No, I sit there. I'm like, Lordy, another day. And then I gotta scroll on my phone for a little bit. Sometimes I just shake it off.
Nah,
Sometimes
fuck
I go
that.
back to sleep.
You got to wake up, roll over, knock out 10 push-ups. You know what I mean? Get the heartbeat going.
So you wake up, the first thing you do when you wake up, not use the bathroom, not stretch. You just fall out the bed and do push-ups.
Yeah.
I feel like you're lying.
No.
We could verify this, but I don't want to verify it.
How could you verify it? There's no way to verify it.
There's a way to verify it.
Except the words that are coming out of my mouth. You don't trust me? I'm not a trustworthy person?
No.
I'm not truthful?
No.
What do you mean I'm not truthful?
You cap it for the cameras.
10 push-ups in the morning is capping for the cameras?
The moment you first wake up out of the bed, like you don't even go pee.
No.
The first thing you do is feet touch the ground, hands touch the ground, push-ups.
Push-ups, bro.
You're lying.
Yeah, all right.
We could ask someone, but we don't need to.
Well, in that case, no.
Oh, exactly.
I just get the fucking again.
That's gross. That's gross. I've done it before, but man, I don't. From the moment you wake up, though, y'all lying, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like stretch. Like I'm not mean like before a pee, before you stretch or anything.
For some curls?
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all are just lying.
Bro, Alex, we always do curls at the,
I can say yes, a little morning routine. You know, you sit there, you pee, you brush your teeth, and then you go ahead. Okay, no, I'm not believing that, bro. I'm not believing that y'all do push-ups before you pee.
Yeah. You got to pee first thing in the morning?
Yes. Every single morning. Because I drink I drink a bottle of water before I get into the bed.
I don't got to pee in the morning until, well, if I do, because sometimes I take a shower. If I take a shower before I go to bed, I don't take a shower in the morning. But once that water comes on, or if I'm brushing my teeth, then I got to pee.
Water retention. I might try one of these. I've been wanting to. Lemon lime. You just pour it in a bottle of water. I've never had one of these before. You know, I ain't gonna shout y'all out because, you know, y'all ain't giving us no money, but I might try this. Does it taste like Gatorade?
Crystal Light.
Huh? We'll see.
What flavor is that?
Lemon lime.
Lemon lime. Lemon lime.
But yeah, no. So
as
you're
soon
not
as
gonna
I wake
convince
up,
me.
I don't gotta pee.
Yeah, no. I mean, from the moment like I wake up, I mean, even if like I don't gotta pee, it's just my like routine to like wake up and go pee. Like there's nothing I do before that. Like I'm not one of those people that like wakes up, hits the vape, goes.
So at what? No way.
What?
You don't hit the vape as soon as you wake up?
No.
At what point do you hit the vape for the first time?
Hey, after I brush my teeth.
Nah. Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night and hit the vape?
No.
You fucking lying.
I'm
bro.
not.
I could definitely see you just waking up,
Waking up, hitting the
half
vape.
sleep,
Nah.
feeling around for the vape, just hitting that shit with your eyes closed,
No, that's crazy.
blowing that shit out and just dozing back off.
That's crazy. I've fallen asleep with my vape in the bed. Yes, I've fallen asleep vaping before. Yes, but no, I'm not waking up in the middle of the night, hitting my vape, and going just.
Some people probably do that though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm definitely not like gonna sit there and say like that doesn't happen, but I'm at least peeing, brushing my teeth, taking a shower, and going.
What do you got?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a long episode for you, and by long I mean not that long.
You got a lot?
No, I said by long I mean not that much. I'm lying here. I got a quick little story thing actually I want to ask you about, right? So I've actually had this like in the notes for a while now because it was just crazy. Like I think it happened the next day after we recorded 21.
Okay.
So, have you ever heard of Bisquick chicken before?
No.
All right. So here's the thing, right? So I was at work and one of my guys that I work with, you know, comes up to me and my other homeboy from work, you know, my homeboy James, shout out to you. And he was like,
James be watching the pod?
yeah.
Okay, shout out James.
Yeah.
Bro.
Shout out James. He's cool. But yeah, no. So he comes up to me and James. He's like, hey guys, y'all ever had Bisquick chicken? And me and James look at each other. We're like, bro, what? No, what is Bisquick chicken? We've had shake and bake.
Right.
I ain't never heard of no Bisquick chicken. So he goes,
Bisquick, isn't that pancakes?
yes.
Okay.
So that's the thing. So apparently it's an alternative to fried chicken. So it's where you dip chicken in pancake batter, specifically Bisquick, and bake it.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they love it. It's great.
Okay. Maybe we should fucking make some.
See, no.
Why not?
Me and James' immediate response was to look at him. Okay. And
You never know. Shit might be fire.
fuck, I'm not even trying that.
Why not?
I'm not. First of all, that's gross.
How's that gross?
Dipping chicken in pancake batter and then
Could
baking
be
it?
fire, bro. It's like almost like pupusas, but I don't like pupusas.
I'm not eating
From
them.
those burritos.
I only get a burrito from Los Burritos. I go to IHOP, I get pancakes. I might get an omelet too, but I'm getting pancakes. I'm not going to Los Burritos and getting pupusas. I go to Taco Bell, I get tacos.
Okay.
Like I'm not. That's no. I'm not coming to my kitchen and I'm making chicken and I'm like, you know what will make this better? Pancake batter. No. But I will tell you though, like, I don't know, like, I've seen people fry chicken and then they dipped it in waffle batter and then they made waffles like that. So it's like a little chicken and waffle thing.
Waffles.
But like a little like they put it in like a little waffle maker.
Right.
But like chicken dipped in pancake batter and just baking it. Like you're not cooking the chicken first. You're not cooking that. No, that just sounds disgusting.
All right, let's get to the real issue at hand here.
What's the real issue at hand?
This the guy that got caught cheating at the what concert was that?
Coldplay.
Coldplay?
Man, the
What do you
CEO
think-
of Astronomer got caught.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that in terms of would you go to a concert with the girl, like the side chick?
All right. So, honey, if you're listening, this is purely for the pod. I am not cheating. If I'm cheating on my girl, I don't know. I might. But, like, it can't be on some, like... everything depends on status, too.
Would you go to a concert around here? Where you could potentially run into somebody, you know, and they're like, oh, who's Chanel with?
No, I wouldn't. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, not to be on some like big time like type shit. More people know me than I know them. There have been several times I've been out in public and like people have said like what's up to me, dap me up, like people saying hey to me and all. Oh, you remember me? No, I don't. I'm saying, like, you first of all, but you do know that, like, I've known people too. You've seen me out in public, and like I've talked to several people just like randomly that like I've known like throughout like my walks of life.
Right.
So no, because I'm not taking a girl up to the Ted Concert Center to go see 21 Savage or Lil Wayne. Nah, dog, I can't.
You get caught up,
bro. Yeah.
Would you go to Hampton? You're not running into anybody in Hampton.
But people from here go to Hampton.
Yeah, but not like that, though.
What do you mean?
Not like that, though.
There are several people who would go to Hampton to go see a concert,
but yeah,
especially if it's a popular concert.
No, I mean, I guess, but like
Uzi or there was another one.
What about Richmond?
Richmond, maybe
you got to go out of town.
Yeah.
Out of town. Like, but see, the thing with this, the reason he fucked up is because nobody knows who he is. You know,
he didn't play it off.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to play it off.
If he would have kept the girl in his arms, nobody would have made a big deal about it.
Or he got to act like she was choking and he was giving her the hot. Like she had to cough up a freaking chicken tender or something.
He would just look like a regular white dude with his white wife. You know what I mean? Yeah, just regular.
That's why
when that blown up.
And then the guy from Coldplay was like, either they're having an affair or I don't know what's going on. Whole time, bro was right.
Blew up the spot,
bro.
Blew up the spot.
But again, to be fair, if I was in his position as well, a guy from Coldplay, I probably would have said the same thing.
Why?
Either this guy is cheating, or I don't know what's going on.
Why blow up the spot? Why would you blow up another man's spot like that? You know what I mean?
Because again, you got to think about it. What are the odds?
What are the odds of what?
That he's actually cheating.
If he acts like that, pretty high.
I wouldn't have thought he was cheating. Though. I probably just would have thought he just didn't like being on camera or something like that. No. I would have never really thought like again.
My mind would have absolutely went there. That's the first thing I would have thought. Oh shit, yeah, because there's been plenty of videos I've seen where the kiss cam will go on a couple, and they'll get all like timid, like oh shit, or the guy will take the hand away, whatever.
That's hilarious,
quick, and that's the first thing that goes through my mind. Is like, oh yeah, he don't want to get,
caught up.
But nobody would have known who he was if he didn't act like that. That's the thing.
Nah, so I'm hearing that like his wife is like actually probably gonna leave him and all this stuff, right? And here's the thing. I feel like if it didn't go as viral as it did, she probably wouldn't have left.
What do you mean?
His wife.
Like she wouldn't have found her, or she wouldn't have cared that
No,
much?
so the combination of yes, your husband cheated on you, but the fact of like now like you're getting like public embarrassment about it, that's what kind of adds on to it.
How's that public embarrassment?
What do you mean? Like your significant other's out here cheating on you.
Yeah, but who the hell knows who his wife is?
You don't think like there's not a possibility of like no reporters being like outside their house or nothing like that?
If my girlfriend cheated on me, I don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But if I had a girlfriend and I got cheated on, I wouldn't feel any embarrassment because like nobody who would even know.
Okay. Now, if your girl, right, got caught up on the stage for like the Chris Brown concert and this motherfucker like put her feet beside her ears and that nigga started twerk like bow,
but
again,
again, who would know that I'm her boyfriend? Or and that's my girl.
Everybody.
Nobody knows. Who?
Everybody, I would know. I would know.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
all of our friends would know.
But that's not
everybody that like.
That's not that bad.
Depending on like social media, if you had her posted or some stuff like that,
right.
Bro, a lot of people would know. And it's not like, yes, like of course, like these CEOs, like they're not like the most like technically speaking, like not the most like popular people,
right?
But like, bro, they know like that's Demon's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, like you can't keep your girl.
Yeah, but nobody knows who his wife is.
Sucker.
Nobody knows who his wife is.
She's a content creator.
Who?
His wife.
I don't know who she is.
Just because you don't know who she is,
okay,
doesn't mean other people do it. No, but she's probably not serving towards my demographic.
What would be her demographic?
Probably like 40-year-old white women talking about their kids. You know, mom talk.
I'm just saying nobody knows who she is. You know what I mean? And nobody knows who she is.
Let's not say no one. People of our demographic probably do not know who she is.
Right.
But people of her demographic probably do.
Who decided to record this late?
You.
I'm exhausted.
Because you want to sit here and take 47 videos of the camera of me.
Of you what?
Turn the camera on and off.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you'll probably see it. You know, it's just, Lordy. So, no, I don't know. But where is the cheat spot, though, right? Because unless you live, like, by yourself, you can't take her back to the crib. Because one thing I'm not going to lie. Like, if me and my girl, like...
Would you bring another woman into your house?
If me and my girl were together?
Yeah.
Like we lived together?
Yeah.
Nah.
You wouldn't?
Nah.
Out of respect or just you don't want to get caught?
It's
in the same bed.
That's what I'm saying.
There's too many things that can go wrong.
There's too many things that can go wrong.
Yo, whose hair is this, right?
Exactly. Because I'm not going to notice
Whose panties are these?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. You know,
whose
like
socks is this?
Whose sock is this?
Yeah.
I don't wear these socks.
Yeah. Whose hair tie is this? This ain't my hair tie.
I mean, I can say it's mine. I have hair ties.
Okay.
Where did you get it from? The girl from work. Panties? You can't get off panties like, oh, those are mine.
Yeah.
I wanted to try some.
Whose tampons are these? You know, I only use pads.
Sure, yeah. I don't use that brand.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't have like Super Plus. Who the fuck is Super Plus? You know, I don't have no Super Plus. My flow ain't never that heavy. Nah, having a girl at your crib and having like tampons for her that you're cheating on your girl with, that's different. That's like a whole other relationship. You don't. I'm not hanging out with the cheat with my side while she's on her period.
Why not?
That's my side.
What? You can't be cool with the side? She can't be just cool to kick it with?
No.
Yeah, man. What do you mean?
The cool to kick it with is my wife.
I'm crazy as hell. The sides be cool.
Yeah.
When your wife get the nagging and shit, you be like, man, where Jessica at, bro?
Cool, but I'm not telling her to come over to my home.
I'm trying to watch the new Medea movie with Jessica.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna watch it at home with my wife. Where me and my wife lay our head at. Where my kids run around here.
Crazy as hell.
Nah, bro, I'm not doing that, bro. That's a different kind of violation. So, but where are you going though to get the cheat off, right? Because
would you take a girl to a hotel? I couldn't do that.
I've done it before.
Really?
Yeah.
Unless it was like some nice hotel. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's gotta be on some because I don't like hotels.
I
don't
like hotels.
You like hotels?
Yeah.
I don't like hotels. Every time I go to a hotel, like if I gotta go somewhere, whatever, I just feel like, ugh.
I love a good
like
hotel.
if I'm taking a shower in the hotel, like I gotta have my slides on. You wear your slides in the hotel shower? You said no?
No.
You don't wear slides in the hotel shower?
No. They clean the shower.
No, they what?
Yes.
So you're telling me you're gonna rely on some employee?
Okay, do you bring your own sheets when you go there too?
That's different.
What do you mean that's different?
But obviously, there's some things you have to kind of concede, right? Like the sheets, you're not gonna bring sheets.
You can.
You can.
I've known people who've done that.
Bring sheets.
Yes.
That's too much.
My
You know what I mean?
mom.
But the
I
slides, the shower
I wouldn't be
shoes.
surprised.
I bring a little shower shoes. That's the only. There's certain things you can see, like the sheets.
I feel like
kind of got to deal with it.
But what
And sometimes
hotel,
even
what
with that, I
hotels
feel
are you
weird.
staying in though?
Who, me?
Yeah.
When I do, it's always like a nice spot.
That's what I'm saying.
But even then,
the nice spot, yes, I trust at the nice spot that they doing it. Like if you're sitting here telling me like you staying at the Motel 6,
so you're telling me,
sure, I'm willing to concede that.
So let me
point.
ask you this: you're at the Marriott downtown,
Virginia
You know what I mean?
Beach?
No, downtown Norfolk, or
Which
the
one?
Hilton, one of them nice ones, right? You're telling me that you're relying on the waitress, not the waitress, but the what's this shit called?
The stewardess.
The maid. No, stewardess is planes.
Flight attendants. Those are called flight attendants. Well, I mean, those can be stewardess too.
No, the maids. You're relying on a maid or a guy maid to clean, do their job to full capacity. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that
At the nice spot, yes.
So you're telling me that there's not a possibility that
of course
that the maid doesn't clean the floor of the shower because maybe she's just lazy or she's like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna skip a couple of these. I don't feel like doing this shit. And now you add the fucking 400-pound motherfucker that stayed there before you, and he's jerking off in the shower and everything else. Room attendants.
Yeah.
And he's sweating and
housekeepers.
Sweating and pissing and like I said, busting loads in the fucking shower and shit.
What the hell's beating off in the shower?
Who you don't?
No.
Crazy as hell. But
beat off in it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So now
I've done it one time and like my knees kind of buckled and I almost fell in the shower. I'm sick. God,
Those ended your life in the shower,
bro. Yeah, bro. And I've already broken both my ankles, so beating off in the shower for me is just not an option. I can't do it.
But now, like I said, the 400-pound dude pissing and everything else in the shower. Now, Consuela didn't fucking clean the bathroom. You know what I mean, or the shower, and now you're barefoot on the shower floor after my man's fucking did X, Y, and Z in it the night before. Do you put toilet paper down on the public restroom?
Absolutely. I do it at work too.
So same thing.
Nah, I feel like it's a little different.
How? How is it different?
Because a public.
Hold up, the employees, clean the thing.
I trust hotel staff more than that. Because you also have to think about it too, right? So say for example, the hotel, the housekeeper.
Okay.
And the hotel, right? You check in at 1, checkout's supposed to be at 11, whatever the hell, right? So cool. That gives them enough time to where they can go in the bathroom, wipe down the toilets, clean the shower, change out the sheets, and vacuum, wipe everything down, in and out, and they're good,
But
right?
my main point is you're assuming that people are doing their job correctly
But
or
hold
fully.
on, but to that, but hold on, but to the point of for example, a public restroom, right? Say for example, like when I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese. Of course, at the end of the night, yes, I was 16. At Chuck E. Cheese, yes, I used to wipe down the toilets, at the end of the night.
Right.
But I'm not in the middle of my shift wiping down the toilets. And kids are in there pissing, shitting. You got grown ass adults throwing their tampons and pads in the toilets and just shitting on the walls and all that. Like you're not catching me in the middle of the day taking care of that. I'm waiting till the end of the shift.
Yeah, you would have to clean shit up in the bathroom?
No.
What
No.
about piss?
Yes. I've done that before.
Yo.
But shit, no. Like, if it was like on the walls and all that, like, I would sit there probably tell my manager, like, I'm not doing that. And they'll take care of it.
I'll tell you one thing, bro. Like, speaking of that, like, if, in the club or the bar or whatever.
Oh, for you?
Huh?
Like yours, or are you just saying in general?
No. Just in general. Like, the bathrooms be nasty.
Yeah.
Yo, like, especially you gotta think everybody's drunk, pissing in the urinals and shit like that.
Bro.
Yo, the floor be piss covered.
Uh-huh.
You don't know who's washing their hands. You know what I mean? Like, people walk out without washing their hands and everything else.
Several people do that. Like, use the bathroom and don't wash their hands. Like, I know people personally like that do that.
Yeah.
And I just think that's just like weird.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of the fact of, okay, sure, like, bro, my dick is clean.
Uh-huh.
Cool. I'll concede that point that, sure, let's just say you do have a clean penis.
Right.
Right?
Are we talking about at home or like
Regardless. But again,
if I'm at home by myself, I might, you know what I mean? Like,
not wash your hands?
yeah.
You're not washing your hands?
I'm saying every once in a while. Like, it might be like, fuck it. It is what it is. But like, if I'm in public, I always wash my hands. But you gotta think, and we've had this conversation before, where I wash my
Yeah, but I didn't think you would say it on camera.
So what? Who cares?
I'm clipping this.
Hold on. That's fine.
I'm clipping this.
That's fine. But look, I'm when I come in from outside, right? I always wash my hands because I feel like on my hands, like just like like I feel like outside, right? So whenever I come inside the house, I go like if I'm going into my room, before I go into my room, I wash my hands. Same thing with clothes. If I'm outside, out and about, I cannot get in the bed or sit on my bed with those same clothes. It's gotta come off, So with me being that cleanly, right, as I tend to be,
Okay.
I think that gives me the license to, every once in a while.
Just not wash your hands
Yeah.
when you piss.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's not like I'm getting pissed on my hands.
That's gross. Still, okay, back to regardless of the fact, though, let's go back to your example as far as being in the club, right?
Right.
If you can go into a club bathroom, you can obviously tell that it's not necessarily kept up to the necessary cleanliness standards.
Right.
Cleanliness. You know the word.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. I can't say this.
Yeah.
Whatever. Regardless of the fact, it's not kept up to the necessary standards as far as
Cleanliness.
cleanliness. I can't say it.
All right, go ahead.
And you're sitting there, you're going around, you're touching that, you hit the little jaunt to flush the toilet, and then you're sitting there, you're just like,
Oh, hold on. You hit it with your hand?
I use my foot.
Okay. Damn, you can reach your foot up there?
I'm 6'3".
You can reach your foot up there?
Yes, I'm 6'3".
Yeah, but you're not 6'3" LeBron James. You know what I mean? I didn't think you had that range of motion to get your foot up there.
I could kick you in the face. What are we talking about? I'm 6'3". What?
So you be in the bathroom at the club, putting your foot all the way up there.
Yes.
I do this too. I do the same thing, but I ain't think you would do it.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm just trying to.
I'm also not like, if I'm out in the club, most of the time I'm not wearing them super tight jeans.
Who?
Me.
The last time we went, you had them tight ass blue jeans you be wearing on.
Those are stretchy though.
them shits is tight as hell.
But they stretch.
That goes into my synopsis of how the hell are you getting your leg up there? Because you be wearing them tight ass pants.
Bro, I can still sit there and do it.
Right, I'll take your word for it, but
Regardless,
I
of the
do
fact,
that too. And then sometimes it be on some like you hit the you hit the
or you hit it with the outside of your hand.
Nah. 'Cause I don't even do that. But I always do the foot. But the soap dispenser, and then there's no soap.
Yeah, it's gross.
Then you're fucked. Then you're just like, well, I guess
You gotta use hot water.
it is what it is.
Try your best.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So, but you ever thought about like those people who have like one night stands from like girls that like they've like met out in the club or whatever,
I can't do that.
and they drunk and all that stuff?
Yeah.
You ever think about like the fact that like they probably just sat like bare ass on that toilet seat in the club,
Yeah.
and then you take them back to the crib, you kissing up on them,
I
and
be-
like me personally,
Uh-huh.
I don't eat ass, but I kiss on some ass. I definitely kiss ass, kiss thighs.
Okay.
I do all that,
You don't eat ass, bro?
No, I'm not doing that.
See, I can only eat ass if I fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like I'm not, doing that shit with everybody.
Okay, but even
Sometimes even in my bathroom, like when I'm still in my room and shit, somebody got to use my bathroom. I'll be like, damn, like, I wonder if they squatting over my toilet. Are they sitting on my toilet? You ever think about that?
no,
Like if you had to take a shit in my bathroom.
I would just go home,
Okay, hypothetically. Would you
put paper down. Probably
you would?
I don't know. Maybe. I think you have taken a shit at my house before. Did you put paper down?
Did I take a shit at your house?
Probably.
I would have just walked home.
It might have been before you lived here.
Maybe I just went home. Because even then I lived right up the street.
Yeah, but get in the car when you gotta go.
I can't take. First of all, I don't take shits in like public restrooms, anyways.
I didn't used
I'll
to.
take my ass home.
I didn't used to, but like
But
now,
I know that once we get older, like once
Now-
you hit your 40s, you're like, I gotta go.
bro, I
This
do
is
that
coming
now.
out. What? Public restrooms?
I mean,
can't do it.
to a certain extent. Like if I can hold it, I will. I definitely prefer to go home.
Mm-hmm.
But like if I'm at work and it's like, dog,
I'll go home.
5,
I'll go home.
4,
I'll go home.
3, 2, bro, I'm like, all right, hold on, cuzzo, just give me a second. I'm going.
I go right to the house. Fuck that.
No, I
Go to
mean,
the crib. You know why? Because I feel like there's like 2 or 3 Zen states that I'm in, right? One is the shower. Maybe not Zen, but like, what's the word?
peace. Like you're like alone.
Peace.
It's like you're in your own little universe.
Solitude. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
Solitude.
Yes.
You got the
I
bathroom.
don't get that. I don't
when
get
you're
that.
taking a shit,
I don't get that. But I
dude,
get-
I'm locked in. I'm on my phone. Maybe I got a book. You know what I mean? It's just me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The shower.
for sure.
And
I don't get that either. But yeah, I know what you mean. I used to.
Yeah. And
I used to have that moment of peace.
and
Now my girl just keeps bothering me. Babe, I just want to get a hair tie.
and you know what
your dick.
You know what's the worst?
What?
When I was living with so and so,
Yeah.
like
Did she give you peace while you were in the bathroom?
if in the bathroom or the shower.
Either one.
What really got on my nerves was okay. What's your opinion on if you're taking a shower? Do you put the vent on?
No.
Okay, I don't do that either. Reason being is
It's gonna
because
get cold.
huh?
It's gonna be cold.
Well, my reason is I don't want to hear that shit.
Very true. That's loud.
Like I'm
It's very
listening
loud.
I'm listening to music,
I'm
a
listening to the Joe Budden
podcast,
podcast. Yeah.
or I'm just enjoying the peace of the shower. You know, I don't want
Yeah.
that shit right in my face.
yeah.
So what would drive me up the wall, right, is I'm in the shower. You know what I mean? I'm scrub-a-dub-dubbing. You know what I mean? Singing and shit like that.
Mhm.
And she would come in and flip the fucking vent on. And it would drive me up the wall. Now I got this right in my... I'm like, yo, come turn this shit off, right?
Yeah.
And she wouldn't do it. So I'd have to get out the shower, right? And where we lived at, it was like a nicer spot where it was a bigger bathroom. So like it wasn't like you could just lean out and just flip it.
I mean, we
I
can't
would-
do that here.
I would have to get out and walk a little bit to the other side of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Whole floor's wet now, right?
You
Turn
have
it
bath
off.
mats everywhere?
I mean, yeah, but still, like the whole floor isn't covered with bath mats. And then go back into the shower, right?
Yeah.
And nothing's worse than having to get out the shower while you're taking a shower. You know what I mean? For whatever reason. You're tripping all over the place. You're cold and shit.
Yeah.
You know? And then I'd get back in the shower, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Now I can enjoy it. She would come back in and flip that shit
Why
back
didn't you
on,
lock the
bruh.
door?
What if I fucking, what if it's an emergency?
What emergency?
A fucking slip and fall or something. I don't know. I get paranoid.
If it's a slip and fall, bro, the last spot that you was at, bro, you could break down the door.
Plus, a lot of these you can't just like you can unlock the door, even if
Okay,
you lock it on
sure.
the inside. Like it's nothing but just like a
You can slip the card in, yeah.
whatever. Yeah. So it's like.
But still.
Anyways, long story short, the vent shit in the bathroom. I just wanted an opinion. So you don't like the vent.
The thing is, I wouldn't even consider doing that. And if someone
Putting the vent on.
yeah, bro, if someone would have done that, bro, it would have been a conversation.
You know what pisses me off? She would be like, "Yo, because I was like, I would ask, what's the point, right?" And the answer was to get the moisture out, right? Okay, cool.
I'm gonna open the door when we get out the bathroom.
That and even when because there was a couple times where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show her, right, that despite having the fan on, it's still misty as a bitch in here. Not misty, but sauna-y or
yeah, it's like moisture in the air.
moisture is very moist, right?
Yeah.
And with or without the vent, that shit was the same.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell the difference. You know what I mean? So, anyways.
So y'all had a sucky fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That would have been a conversation. And if it would have kept happening, because I would have asked you, it would have been one time I would have asked nicely.
Mm-hmm.
That second time, hey, maybe there was some miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you understood the words that was coming out of my mouth. So I'm going to just reiterate it for you.
Uh-huh.
When I'm in the shower, don't turn on the fan.
But
that's that. And then I would have left.
But then it turns
left
into
the
those.
conversation.
It turns into those things where you get into those petty little arguments, and you do
and guess
you do
what?
the shit that presses buttons. You know what I mean?
telling you right now.
Yeah.
That third time,
You look.
ooh, she would have want to leave me.
Do you and your girl do little things to
No.
press each other's buttons?
No.
You know why? Because y'all don't live with each other yet. That's why.
Maybe.
Yeah,
It's been almost 3 years.
You know why? Because when y'all are together over the weekends, y'all try to be on your best behavior. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest with you. No.
But the moment
That's not the case.
the moment y'all are day in day out,
Bro.
it's gonna be a different. Be a different beast. Watch.
I'm trying to tell you. The moment I walk in the house, when she be there, Trino, you done had them same clothes in that basket. Didn't I tell you to put them up before? Bro, they my clothes. This is my apartment, bro. If you got a problem with it, get out. You just got here. You already trying to start shit. Like, what the fuck is it? Oh, it would get me hot. It would get me hot. It would be it, bro. It would bother me, bro. Trinell, you seen the trash was full before you left for work, right? Yeah. Why didn't you take it out? Because I can do it when I get back. I'm busy. I was running late, bro. And
Now imagine once y'all get a spot and she start paying bills, and now it's not just your spot, it's y'all's spot, and now her grievances are like, nah.
Well, listen though. All that sound cool, regardless of the fact I'm still a man. I'm still a man of the house.
That don't mean nothing.
Bullshit, it don't.
That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean that.
You still gonna hear some shit.
That cool.
You still gonna hear some shit.
Hey,
you still gonna hear some shit.
Hey, what bro say on Joe Budden?
What?
If I tell you to shut up,
oh yeah.
Do you think it's smart to keep talking?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you to shut up. It might be wise for you to not keep talking. Bro, no, I'm not gonna sit there and tolerate, bro. No.
All right.
there's very much like levels to it, right? Like minuscule shit, like nitpicky shit,
Yeah.
is it's just gonna annoy me.
That's how it goes, though. Watch. You gonna see. You gonna listen. Once you get to that point, you gonna look at me and be like, you know what?
But I'm gonna be honest with you, like
Everything you were telling me, you were right.
me being with my girlfriend is like blissful. Like there's definitely moments where like, yeah, she's like annoying. Yeah, she gets on my nerve. Yeah, she pisses me off. Blase, blase. But there's times where, bro, we just be like sitting there, bro, and I'm just like it feels good to have her around, you know. And then sometimes when she's gone, I miss her a little bit,
It's cute.
you know. But there's definitely been times where I'll be like, bro, stay home this weekend. I don't feel like hearing your mouth. So I don't know, like I don't know, getting to that point of like living together.
Right.
That's just I don't know. Maybe one day it'll be in the cards for us.
Yeah. Yo, me and Alex were at Lynn Haven the other day, and I know PacSun has changed for a while now.
Okay.
But I really kind of just had that thought, and had it in the forefront of my mind when I walked in with Alex, and I was like, "Yo, man, I miss the old PacSun." You know what I mean? Like specifically the one at Lynn Haven Mall. It's all fancy and shit now. You know what I mean? Remember the old setup of PacSun before they got all like, you know, the new design and shit like that? It's like very like more pristine or more like more elegant or more like they try to be a little bit more fancy with it. When's the last time you been to Lynn Haven Mall? Have you seen what PacSun looks like in Lynn Haven Mall?
No, I was about to say I went to
but you
an
remember
Apple store with my girl's mom, with my girl's grandma.
But you remember
with her
remember what PacSun used to look like in Greenbrier Mall?
Yeah, it's just like some like old like skater,
right? Like a 17th
vibes.
Street vibe. But the new PacSun, when they revamped it, the one in Lynn Haven,
Zoomies is still that vibe.
That
bro.
yeah,
Zoomies
so,
definitely still has that vibe.
But PacSun now seems a little more upscale, at least because that's the only PacSun now. They used to have one in MacArthur, Lynn Haven.
There's one in Greenbrier,
right? Now they only got one in the Lynn Haven, and they revamped it. So, anyways, I walked in. I turned to Alex. I was like, "Yo, I miss the old PacSun. What's up with this shit?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this dude turned around, was like, "Yo, I totally agree, man. You're right." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yo, check our podcast out, bro."
What did he
Shootin'
say?
The Shit. He said, "I got you."
Did he take anything down?
Yeah, he followed us.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Did you tell him to subscribe to YouTube?
All that. I said, "Yo, link in the bio, do all that."
Did he do it?
I don't know. How many subscribers do we have?
54.
Yeah. I was like, "Yo, man." I was like, "Yeah, I be having hot takes like this all the time. You know, tune in."
So that didn't happen
It did.
at all.
It did. What
He
you
was
talking
just
about?
grabbed this whole story out of nowhere.
I did. All right, ask Alex. Go wake him up.
No. like me, he has work in the morning.
I got to work in the morning too.
Yeah, but
What's
like,
after? What are you trying to say?
yeah, but like we don't all have an office where we can just take a nap in our office.
Damn.
Not in the middle of the day, like, oh, well, I don't feel like working. No, bro, I fell asleep at work today.
See, you just adding fuel to you gonna get fired. You show up whenever you want to show up.
I mean, I work in the
you
back.
fall asleep. You know what I mean?
Bro, I was asleep for like 5 minutes.
Shout out my man Brian. If you made it this far, you're probably like, that sounds a lot like you. What are you talking about?
Showing up late, yes.
and falling asleep and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. Not definitely. It wasn't even one of like them crazy, like I was sitting there and like I was just like, I don't know what I was doing. I think I had my phone on my chest and I was sitting there just like this. And I was out for like a smooth.
And what you be telling all of us?
About what?
Yeah, I'd be defending the country as my judge
I
defend
do.
the country. How the fuck are we supposed to feel safe when we got you taking naps and shit?
Bro, it's not. First of all,
while China's hacking into the system, you over here snoring.
full. I'm not taking
You
no
over here
full nap.
snoring. Yo, nukes are getting sent to us. You know what I mean? Our nuclear codes are getting hacked.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you're over here taking a nap.
Okay. You wanna know why? Because 47 is cutting funding. So that's why.
Good.
All right. You see how good that is when your ass is
Nah,
in here speaking Subaru, Honda, Nagasaki,
What's that
Hiroshima. You don't remember that from Scary Movie? It was a Scary Movie like 3 or 4. They were sitting there acting like, I swore to this day, like as a kid, I thought they were really speaking like Chinese, like Japanese, whatever. Definitely sat there and said, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Nissan, Mitsubishi. Oh man, I can't believe you don't remember that. I'll look and see. I might clip this up, put that little thing up here.
What else happened in the world?
Phillip Rivers retired.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yo, man.
He retired as a Charger, which is
Oh, he signed like a 10-day contract or something like that.
what do you mean?
He retired a Charger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's with the Chargers.
When? Last year?
I don't think
Nah,
he
he was
played
with
last
the
year.
Colts last year.
No, he played one season with the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, last year, right?
January 2021.
So when's the last time he played?
I think 2021.
Damn. Well, shit, man. Yeah,
Because
Phillip
I think
Rivers, bro.
I think he pulled his Achilles or whatever or something. I think he like torn it, but he never played in the Super Bowl. But he won 137 career games, 10th all time, and second among quarterbacks who never attended a Super Bowl. He was an 8-time Pro Bowler. Like, it's crazy. He had 6th of all time NFL passing, 63,440, 421 passing touchdowns, and he hasn't played since the 2020 season.
Mm-hmm.
And he declared his retirement in January 2021 after he played, but I guess he formalized his exit. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, congrats to him, man.
And speaking of football news, did you hear about Trump wanting to change the name from change the Commander's name and the Cleveland Guardians?
Oh yeah,
names?
and then he said he told them to do it or also withhold funding for the new stadium.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
but like
standing on business.
that's like, yo, like I prefer it back when it was racist. So move it back to it being racist, or like I'm not gonna give you any money.
Yeah, I mean Redskins is wild, and then the logo for the Indians is crazy in the MLB.
Yeah,
That's
like
wild.
it was just
yeah, I don't know.
like
yeah.
it was just. I don't know if we need to bleep you saying the old
Redskins?
team. Yeah,
Why?
I mean it's offensive.
They'll be all right. There's no
We gonna
Native
get-
Americans watching this.
You don't know that.
Okay, well,
We have a clip with 19,000 views on TikTok. You mean to tell me that not a single one of them is
we've
a
said
part
a
of
lot
the
more
Native American
we've,
tribe?
We've said a lot crazier things than the Washington Redskins.
The indigenous people.
They'll be all right.
No. First of all, we're not discrediting anybody. Yeah, no, the indigenous people found the mascots inappropriate and have worked race-based mascots from pro sports. And they're trying to get rid of the names such as the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Braves.
I disagree with that.
What do you mean?
Atlanta Braves?
They want to change that
Why?
because it's offensive to them.
Braves is offensive?
Yes.
In what way?
The Indian River, where we went to high school.
Right, Indian River Braves.
I don't know what just happened. That didn't pick up anything. That was weird.
Indian River Braves?
Yeah, where we went to high school.
Yeah.
That's the Braves, like
No, I know
some
that.
Native American people.
Right.
That's a tribe.
But what about it? What about that is offensive? Braves.
I'm not part of the indigenous community, so I can't speak on
well,
their behalf.
you're saying that it's
I'm
offensive.
saying that they've said those are two more that they want to change.
That who wants to change?
The indigenous people, because they find it offensive.
The Chiefs, they find it offensive?
Yes. And they said, consider the former Washington names a slur at a different level, the equivalent to the N-word.
But how is Chiefs offensive?
Again, I'm not a member of the indigenous. I'm the indigenous people,
I don't
so
know.
I can't
I think-
speak for on their behalf.
I guess. I mean,
You know,
I don't know.
that's
I
how-
mean, Redskins is crazy. That should have been changed. The logo for the Indians is wild. Even
bro.
so,
My grandfather had that hat,
yeah.
and I just thought it was a cool hat. I had no.
Even I'll go as far as Indians. They changed it to the
Yes.
Guardians. You know, that is okay because the misconception of Indians and Native Americans, whatever.
Yeah,
But Braves and Chiefs, I think that's like, I don't, like chief of a tribe,
again,
That's like if, the generals,
that's different.
how is that different? You're a leader of a group, a military group,
Well,
army or
yes,
whatever.
chief is
You're
a rank.
chiefs.
Chief is a
Yeah.
rank in the Navy.
Yeah.
It's like chief, senior chief,
You're
master
chief
chief.
of a Native American tribe, So,
Yeah, but again, if I'm not gonna
and
tell.
Kansas City in the Midwest was very, Native American.
So again, though, I'm not gonna sit here and tell people what they can and cannot be offended about. If they are as a collective are
Right.
sitting there saying like, "Hey, we find that offensive," I'd prefer if y'all didn't just continue to keep insulting my culture, and making a mockery of it. Then sure, I'm not gonna sit there and tell them, "Hey, no, y'all are wrong. Like, what's wrong with that?" Because the same thing can be said. Like again, they're like saying, like hard R. Like, hey, what's the problem with that? It's like, well, no, it's different. And it's like, no, it's the same thing to us. So if they are offended by it, then hey, I'm not gonna sit there and get in the way and sit there and tell them what they can and cannot say. Or say, what they can and cannot be offended by.
So it's a form of cultural appropriation, they're saying.
Yeah,
While the team, we're talking about the Chiefs here, while the team has made some efforts to remove offensive imagery, such as banning headdresses and face paint at games and retiring the war paint mascot, activists continue to call for a name change and retirement of all Native American appropriation. But then, do you think that there's some Native Americans that's like, it's almost like we're like paying homage to them?
It could be because there are, like, for example, I know a lot of people, of the African American community. I feel like Mark Lamont Hill when I did that.
Go ahead.
Dark Lamont. Yeah, no, I know a lot of people, from that community, whenever they changed Aunt Jemima to the Pearl Milling Company or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like to this day, like I know people that are still like, bro, like, the hell's wrong with y'all?
There's black people that was tight about that.
That's what I said, the African American community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just said it nicer,
But see, that's the thing. It's like,
There are a lot of people who were like, damn, like, why y'all change her?
yeah.
There was another one, Uncle Ben's.
Uncle Ben's.
That was another one.
Were there black people that was mad about it though? That Aunt Jemima was the syrup thing?
I think, like, I don't know. There's probably like there's probably a collective of some people seeing it, like, as far as like racism or something like that,
Right.
because she might have been like a slave, or it was like something along those lines,
Yeah.
like, please forgive my ignorance, but
I mean, my thing is
there was
like,
something related to that.
my thing is like, if it's a toss up, right? And there's like a lot of people that don't care. They're like, they fuck with it or whatever. Like, why bend to the will of somebody who's just like sensitive? Like that's like, like even growing up, you would have the kids that like couldn't take a joke. They'd always sensitive and shit. Like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. That like, in life, not everything's gonna be fucking all peaches and rainbows. Go your way.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be all lovey dovey all the time. Sometimes you gotta deal with that shit. There's gonna be some shit that you disagree with in life. Guess what? You can't just change the rules whenever you fucking want it because it's not going your way. You know what I mean? Like, to your point, there were people that were tight that they changed Aunt Jemima. You know what I mean? Then on the other side, there were people that were offended on Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
The Native Americans. There's probably people that don't fuck with the idea that a white-owned football team is using their shit, right?
Yeah.
But then there's probably other Native Americans that are like, oh, shit, yo, the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
I feel like
it's like paying homage. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I feel like if there was,
I'm just tired of everybody being sensitive about shit, bro.
I feel like,
bro,
if there was people though that were like say for example, like the owner of the Chiefs, if they were, donating some of like their profits, to, I can't,
Maybe.
I can't speak for it,
Maybe.
So, but if so,
now Redskins was wild. I agree with that. They should have been, whatever.
Yeah.
The logo for the Indians, that was wild.
It was a smiling guy, right?
But it was
like
red.
Redskin.
It was red. Yeah, that was wild. You know what I mean? Redskin, all that. So that sort of stuff is crazy. I 100% agree. Get rid of that.
They got rid of the
Chiefs,
term Indian giver.
Yeah, but like Chiefs and Braves, it's like, all right, bro, like, because there's probably some Native Americans out there that fuck with it.
But again, I feel as if it's like, if they are creating, opportunities for people or giving back to those said communities, it's like, hey, like, don't take my culture from it, profit from it, and then don't give said profits. Now, again, not all of them, you still put in the work, you're still running a business.
Okay, so then don't make any movies about Native Americans. Don't make any movies about any other culture if you're just gonna be like uptight about it. You know what I mean?
But there's still people.
Oh, then you can't. Then let's.
But there's still people
let's do that across the board.
That to, though. There's
let's
still
do
people
that.
who are profiting
Let's
from
don't
it,
do any documentaries. Let's not do anything. Any sort of bigging up any sort of other culture. If there's if it's being capitalized on, you know what I mean? If it's gonna be an issue, you get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what if you shed light on the Native Americans or whatever other group, but you're making money off of it, but it's shedding light. But then they're like, oh, no, you made money off our shit. We don't fuck with it. Then it's like, bro, like, you get the point I'm trying to make?
I feel like...
I might have butchered what I was trying to say a little bit, but like...
I mean, I can kind of try to piece together what you're trying to, like, allude to. But, like, to the point being, I feel like I kind of get it, but like on the other hand, it's like, we should continue to, donate to those cultures instead of sitting there saying, hey, let's just not do it at all. Like, as many of these like white companies that are profiting off of, black music, culture,
right.
Like the dress and the fashion,
right.
The talk, the walk, there's so much that profits off of it.
Right.
I would love to see, those proceeds, again, not all of them.
Right.
Because hey, at the end of the day, you are still running a business.
Right.
But let's give back to those communities that you're profiting off of. Because it shouldn't be such a toss-up, to where, again, you are profiting so much, and then there are still, like, the people that, again, culture that you're appropriating,
right,
you're not necessarily giving back to.
Right.
Like, and there are, like, and again, I'm not necessarily sitting here saying, like, hey, that means, you got to bust them off 25% of, profits or something like that. But, like, say, for example, Disney profiting off of like the Black Panther movie, right? And the African culture and things like that,
right.
Look and see, if you can find some in need tribes, like Mr. Beast did, went out there and got water for them, got them set up with fresh water, so they don't have to sit there and walk miles for fresh water. They can have access to clean, drinkable water.
Right.
Like, right now, I'm thirsty. I'm thinking about stopping this for a second, and you got a case of water sitting right there.
Right.
You know, like not many people have access to that. So if I just feel like, yeah, it's not going to hurt you that much to sit there and go out and bust some of that money down and give that to the people that you're profiting off of. Yes, sure, you can give them, it doesn't matter if you give them so much screen time if they're not necessarily getting anything like out of it,
Right.
because they're still out here struggling. There's definitely there's a lot of people, that you see, they make so many movies about, being in the hood, and trying to make it out the hood and all that stuff. What are we doing to, help set individuals in the hood, better themselves? They make a lot of drug music, drug movies about drugs,
Right.
shows about drugs. What are we doing to help, like Snowfall, right? The girl got addicted. One of the girls in there got addicted to crack.
Mm-hmm.
Snowfall made, I can't tell you how much money. Damson Idris is that took off his career, But what are we doing to help those individuals with substance abuse?
Right.
Let's look and see if we can donate some of that money to these programs, as far as AA, NA, Narcotics Anonymous, Alcohol Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous,
Right.
to where we can try to help individuals, get out of these situations.
Right.
And again, I'm not saying that that's not happening.
I mean,
but it's important to.
I think, I think that's all good, and that's a good idea. It's ideal, but
In a perfect world.
in a perfect world,
but
because there's,
humans are greedy.
there's, same thing could be said for the homeless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no way that money can't be, funneled back into the homeless, situation.
Yeah.
But the reality of all those sorts of situations is, that's not going to happen, So,
What?
but why, I guess, if you had a kid, right, would you, I guess, how would you raise them in terms of like interacting with people that are mean to them, or if they don't get their way, or they're getting picked on, or how would you go? Would you approach it in a very caring sort of way? Or, because I know me growing up, right? Like my dad from New York, very brash, very aggressive, very all that. I have a very tough exterior because of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can shit talk, right? I have a brash sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
It really toughened me up for the world. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. And my mom too. They're both from New York. They just have that vibe about them, right? To where I don't get mad over shit. You know what I mean? I know how to talk shit back. I know how to, deal with that type of shit. You know what I mean? But if you have, like these people that complain about every little thing, get sensitive. You know what I mean? These little groups, these protests and shit like that. Not saying protesting is bad, but the people that just get offended over bullshit. You know what I mean? Like over every little thing. I think there's a problem with that. You know what I mean? In society. Like, why is everybody so hyped? Even to the point where everybody was up in arms about Shane Gillis's monologue on the ESPYs. You know what I mean? It's such a shame to go online and see people take shit so serious. Like, bro, it's a joke. You know what I mean? It's comedians where it's banter. You know what I mean? Like, why does everybody gotta be so hypersensitive? You know what I mean?
There are
and
some
fucking
things.
and fucking pissing and moaning over like,
there are definitely some things that like I understand what you mean, and I'm gonna be fair with you. From what I seen of the Shane Gillis stuff, of course I didn't see the whole thing, but from the clips that I've seen, a lot of it did seem to be in the right heart, the right place of mind. Like it seemed as if it was good, fun jokes, whatever, just to truly just make the crowd laugh, and just to give, just us to like laugh at something.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times just dealing with the situations that we're in, as far as like the little one joke he made about Juan Soto, saying like,
Yeah.
hey, Trump wanted me to be here, to get Juan Soto because he thinks he's an alien. Like that. It's a lot of stuff going on with like our political environments,
Hysterical.
And yeah, I found it, to be funny. But again, you do have to be able to concede the point that, some jokes, are offensive. I don't know. Again, yes, I did find it funny, but like there are some people who also probably didn't find it funny, and some people find it offensive because there's some people. You got to think about it. I don't know if you'd be laughing if like again you were talking about your mom and your dad being from New York or whatever. Say for example if your parents weren't Puerto Rican, Italian. Say your parents were like Mexican and I don't know, Chilean or whatever.
Right.
And they didn't come from, New York or whatever. They came from these countries and your parents are not getting deported. It's not funny.
No, I'm saying, go ahead.
But I'm saying like your parents get deported, your
Right.
family ones, your loved ones, are getting deported.
Right.
And then you see some white, like what, late 30s, 40s-year-old white dude sitting there laughing and coking and joking, making jokes about, people getting deported, and your mom just got deported last week.
Hey, man. Prayers to everybody. That shit was hysterical.
Thoughts and prayers.
That shit was hysterical. Anyways, but yeah, people need to stop being so fucking sensitive.
I don't know. Like, because, yeah, I understand what you mean, because I'm not going to lie. When I was a kid, my dad used to joke me.
Yeah,
That's
good.
My dad made sure he joked me, and he would joke all of us, man.
You know why? Because
you know why I always keep Carmex on me?
why?
My dad used to, Bubba, you got them extra crispy chicken lips right there.
Yeah,
and my lips used to peel like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
To this day, I stay with Carmex on me.
Not everything in life is gonna be, oh, you can run and voice your displeasures. That shit.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just corny to me.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to, but with that same thing being said, he also taught me, to stand up for what I believe in, and don't let anyone push you around, but also, as far as being like a product of my environment when I grew up, like you're not gonna be able to run from every fight,
right?
Sometimes, if someone steps to you, if someone's trying to fight you, you can't run. Even if you get your ass whooped, you can't run.
Yeah.
It don't matter how many of them there are.
Yeah.
You can't run. Because at the end of the day, they not gonna stop fucking with you.
So you telling me if you outside and there's 8 dudes trying to press you, you getting jumped or you running?
I'm probably gonna get jumped.
Well, you probably couldn't outrun them anyway, so you ain't got no choice.
Okay.
You gonna have to.
Besides me dumping the clip, let's say I don't have the strap on me, sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just getting jumped.
But if it was 8-on-1, you
if it's 8-on-1, I'm gonna be honest with you.
6-on-1?
I'm taking 2 or 3 of them to the hospital with me.
Shit.
I swear to God, because on 8-on-1, there's none of that simple like fair fighting, straight hands. None. I'm kicking kneecaps in backwards. I swear to God, I am
Grabbing balls and shit?
Bro, yes. I'm the good old nut twister. Grab his nuts and twist.
Yeah.
I swear to the nut twister. You remember that?
Nah, what's that?
Yeah, bro.
What's that?
Oh, it's from UFC. It's some guy in the crowd stood up and he was like, "Give him the good old nut twister." Yeah, no, but for sure, I'm definitely, bro, hell yeah, I'm punching nuts. I'm stepping on feet. I'm breaking ankles, kneecaps. I'm stomping on people's necks. I'm trying to kill people. The ones I'll fight fair. 2-on-1, I still might try to fight a little fair. Once he gets to 3, 4,
Right.
bro, nah, bro. Hey, when I grew up out in Northview. Man, my grandma, she was my neighbor for real. But I always consider that woman my grandma.
Right.
One of my cousins was getting jumped, and right outside in the backyard. And when my grandma came out there, they started running away. We all started running the house. We was about to whoop their ass. They ass jumped in that damn car. What do you think my grandma did?
What?
She picked up that damn brick. Threw that bitch down the street, broke they back glass. Jeez. Oh, we found them motherfuckers, but still, at that time, grandma picked up that brick, launched that hoe. Boom! That shit. I love Nana, bro. Oh my god, I might cry thinking about her, bro. She was a very, very special woman, man. Whew, man.
What else you got?
I'll be honest with you, I think I only got one more thing, and this isn't even like a long discussion. Only thing I got for real is Birdman. He finally ties the knot after 16 years with singer Toni Braxton. But the honeymoon didn't last long. Just 1 month after tying the knot, Braxton reportedly filed for divorce, seeking $160 million settlement. The filing caught fans by surprise, especially after years of public up and downs between the couple. While details are still unfolding, sources says the split was driven by irreconcilable differences and long-standing tension beneath the surface. Neither party has spoken about the divorce, but with that kind of money on the line, it's likely to get messy.
So you're telling me they've been together 15 years?
16
years. They get married. Yo, she was playing the long game. She was waiting for him to get, marry her, and then.
Well,
see, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Why is she entitled to 160?
But hold on, let's not say that, because let's not say, for example, that's all she was there for, right?
Oh my
god! Because to be honest, let's think about it like this, right? How many couples sit there and think, oh, if we had this baby, that's gonna fix us.
Okay.
Well,
hold on. What?
If we have a baby, that can fix us.
Right.
If we get married, that can fix all of our problems.
So you don't think this is a money grab? That's what to me. That's what that is.
I feel like.
Why are you only married for a month? You're telling me. Hold on. You're telling me through 16 years. Hold on, real quick.
No. I hear what you're saying, but can I finish what was going on?
You already told me what's going on.
I didn't finish
They
reading.
were together for 16 years.
Yeah.
They get married.
Yeah.
And then a month into them being married, she files for divorce.
Yes.
Over irreconcilable differences.
Yes.
You're telling me you didn't know these differences the past 16 years? It took y'all being married for 1 month where you know that you can get a settlement or whatever, a payout? No, that shit is crazy.
Man.
Or it's a hell of a coincidence.
I'm about to poke a hole in this right now. Mm-hmm. So, again, let's shoot her some bail. There's a possibility that she was under the assumption that, probably in her mind, once we get married, everything will be good, right? Or let's just say, even on his part, baby, I'll marry you. I'll give you the ring. I know you've been asking for it. I know you've been wanting this. I'm going to give you what you want. We're going to get married or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then when he does marry her, puts the ring on her hand, and nothing changes, I'm going to be a different man. I'm going to change it.
Did that thing say she was seeking $160 million?
Yes.
See, that's all I need to know. Why are you seeking $160 million? If it was as simple as
$10 million each year they were together.
Nah, bruh.
Because it could have been how much money she could have.
Nah.
I don't know.
Why do you feel like you're entitled to $160 million of my own money after being married for a month?
Here's the thing, though.
You should have knew these differences 10 years ago.
That $160 million, you shoot for the stars and land on the moon.
It
So
don't
she
matter
probably
what you're
asking
shooting
for.
at.
She's probably asking for 160. Probably actually gonna get bust down. Probably 50, 60.
Okay.
But hold on.
Still,
But look.
why are you
hold on.
entitled to
I got.
$60
I
million?
got something. I got something that'll definitely make you realize this. Right. Say for example, you were a girl for 15 years.
Okay.
Right. You get married after y'all together. Y'all a month in, on the honeymoon or whatever. Right. And then I sit over there and I pull you to the side. Bro, man, I'm not gonna lie to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You a better man than me. I don't think I could have married I don't think I could have married her, man. And you like, well, why? Gene Pop, bro. Why y'all was together, man? Y'all took that little break, man, and Gene put her through the mattress.
Yeah.
You would sit there, you'd be like,
Cool.
oh, hell
Right.
no.
But that don't. But if she's
divorce.
a billionaire, that don't mean that I feel like I'm entitled to her money. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like they should make it where
When you get a divorce and you don't get a prenup, it goes based upon
that's
the
stupid,
lifestyle
though.
that was provided.
That's stupid though. If you're married for a month, there's no lifestyle that you were provided. Y'all was
Yes, you
kicking it
were.
for a month.
No, you were married for a month. That
So
doesn't
hold on.
mean-
So if you date a girl for a month
okay,
and you're up, right?
mm-hmm.
And you're going on boat trips and everything else, right?
Okay.
She's entitled to the lifestyle that you're living.
If I dated
If
her,
you're dating her,
no.
well, okay. So because she's married to you for a month,
Yes.
that's automatically different.
yes.
No, there's no lifestyle because
Hold on. There's
we
a
haven't
big
been
difference.
living life.
There's
bro.
a big difference between dating
Okay.
and marriage.
Okay.
Those are
I
two
understand what you're
completely
saying.
different things.
I'm simply
moment
talking about
that
the
we-
duration, though.
Fuck the
It
duration.
does.
Fuck
It
the duration.
does.
The moment that you and I go to this courtroom,
Okay.
sign this paperwork, submit it off to the government, Mr. White Man over there, and he sit there, he read that, he say approved, and you go
But
through.
the
Y'all
term-
get married,
But the phrase
y'all are y'all
Right.
it. When she takes your last name and she is no longer Miss, it's Mrs.
right.
MRS. Yep.
But the term lifestyle, right?
Uh-huh.
Almost
Kind of
she
didn't say
insinuates that
lifestyle.
there's-
I'm saying lifestyle.
Okay, but still, for being married for a month, first of all, I believe that there should be some sort of, for people with this sort of wealth, we got to be married for like at least 2 or 3 years before you feel like you're entitled to any sort of money.
No.
Like there's no way that I'm going to marry you, you divorce me in 8 months, and then I got to break you off $100 million. That is
You can sign a
insane.
prenup. They have prenuptial agreements
I
that
agree with
protect
that
your
too,
financial.
but
And the
still.
fact that he decided to marry her and not have that prenup signed, whose fault is that?
Because they were together for 15 years.
It doesn't matter.
But it does matter because
If you choose to not sign a prenup and you choose to not protect yourself financially speaking, who else can you blame but yourself?
so if I'm with somebody for 5 years
Uh-huh.
and I love this person,
Mhm.
right? We've been, in love, whatever, quote unquote, in love. Maybe
Mhm.
I felt that way. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she was playing the long game. I got
Mhm.
a lot of money. She's been waiting. We're gonna get married. She's telling our friends, we're gonna get married, right? I'm
Talk louder. Why are you whispering?
Oh, can you hear me? Or
Yeah,
you can't hear me? What was I saying?
She goes to tell her friends.
She was gonna, she tells all her friends, we fucking go all over the world. He buys everything for me. He's got crazy money, X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as I get married to him, I'm just gonna divorce him, and get broke off.
Okay.
How is that fair? I understand what you're saying, prenup and all that. Cool, I understand that. But what if I don't do a prenup because I've been with this woman for 4 or 5 years, and then all of a sudden I wasn't aware that she was just, like I said, playing the long game. I didn't know she had this nefarious, motive. You know what I mean? Ulterior
Sounds
motive.
like you got God.
I disagree.
Sounds
with that.
like you got God.
And we can agree to disagree because it sounds like you're pretty solid, firm in that stance. But I don't think I don't think men should be able to get godlike, men or women. I don't think either party should be
cool.
no, nobody should get got like that. Because at the end of the day, you're getting got. You just get married for a month, get divorced, and then I owe you $160 million. No.
So I'm thinking about the law aspect of it, right?
Right.
You know, of course, you know, my personal feelings. Do I feel like that's fair? Not necessarily.
Right.
But if we're looking at the law, you know, hey,
I mean,
when you are the provider, when you are the breadwinner in a relationship, and you marry a woman, and again, the lifestyle that she's lived while she's been with you has been on this level. Mm-hmm. You need to continue to provide said lifestyle until she is remarried with someone else, or whatever, right? That's just how it's set up. It may not be fair. It may not be nice. It may not be cool. It may not be, you know, rainbows and, you know, niceness. But at the end of the day, there are people who are on this earth who do have every intention on, you know, slighting you, taking advantage of you, and trying to take what you worked hard to get.
So, and you don't think
that's wrong?
No. You don't think that the law should protect against people like that? Is that what you're saying?
It provides the opportunity for you to sign a prenuptial agreement.
Cool. But what I'm saying is, you don't think that there's nuances in every situation? You don't think so?
I feel like
you don't think you can
I feel like I provided you an option.
You don't think
you chose to not take said option. When first of all, here's the thing. When you are a millionaire, when you are a multi-millionaire, you don't there's no like, oh, just me and you are having this conversation, honey. No, bro. I have an accountant, I have a money manager, and if these people around me have not advised me on, hey, you need to sign a prenup, then they need to be fired, or B, let's just say they did advise me and I chose to ignore them. Again, I can only blame myself. It's either that he had the wrong people around him,
right,
or it's the fact that they advised him and he still chose wrongly on his part.
But I think you're discounting the human element, right? Hold up, but let me finish. We can talk about laws and everything until we're blue in the face. But at the end of the day, every situation is nuance. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's a ton of nuance in every situation that maybe the law just doesn't cover. You know what I mean? Like what I'm saying, like if you're with somebody for 5 or 6 years and you're so in love with this person, the last thing you're thinking is, yo, this person is gonna like just marry me for a month and divorce me, and now I gotta give them $5 million, whatever.
Yeah, but if you
shouldn't
cheated,
be that. It don't matter about a prenup or nothing. If you divorce somebody after a month, there should be like a separate thing. Like, yo, you got to be married to somebody for like 2 or 3 years. And now we're just talking in circles and repeating ourselves. But like, 2 or 3 years, boom. That's my final, kind of opinion on it. They should make a law 2 or 3 years. You got to be married. Because fucking Kim Kardashian and that basketball player.
Oh,
remember when they were married for like 30 days or some shit like that? I don't know if he gave her money or whatever, but so like they didn't owe each other money. Or
they got an annulment. Like it's like it never happened.
It should be some shit like that. Like now I'm on the hook to give you some shit to quote unquote provide a certain lifestyle. You didn't even have a lifestyle with me for a month. A month isn't long enough to have a lifestyle with somebody.
Here's the thing though. Also, all that thing sounds good, but let's just say, she said they said they've been having ups and downs, right? Throughout that time of 16 years. So if you were doing me dirty for 16 years, you mean to sit there and tell me like, oh, like you're just so surprised that someone got a lick on you? That same person who said they did you dirty?
You're the same person that sits here and says some shit like, 2 wrongs don't make a right, everything else.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't.
So you're defending somebody that's trying to make 2 wrongs a right.
What?
Because you're saying that, you're telling me that, you did me wrong for 16 years, that I can't get this lick off. That's basically what you're saying. 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Of course, 2 wrongs don't make a right. But at the end of the day, you have to use like some type of you have to use discernment towards.
Right.
You have a certain level of discernment when it comes to this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that. This could be a possibility.
Right.
You know, of course, you may sit there and think like, of course, like it's a 2% chance
Right.
that you know I'm gonna marry this person. They're gonna fucking divorce me after a month.
Yeah.
But it's still a possibility.
That's true.
So, of course, do I think it's fair? No. Do I think it's right? No. Do I think, you know, if I married someone for a month that I feel as if they're entitled to half of my earnings, you know, or whatever the hell that she plans on asking for, do I think it's right? No. But at the end of the day, if I'm sitting there and I'm worth that much money, I had all these people around me sitting there telling me that what I needed to do, and I chose not to do it, then the only person that I can point the finger for is the man that's looking me back in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's true.
So
You got anything else?
I don't have anything else.
You want to wrap this bad boy up?
I do. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to episode 22 of Shootin The Shit podcast. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't give a fuck who you share with your mom, your cat, your dog, your boyfriend, your side nigga, your main nigga, your side chick, your main chick. I don't give a fuck who you share with, but please share with someone. And on that note, we out. Bang, boom, bye. See you, nigga.